All right. I'm making this video because if you're an Optimum customer, there's something that I want you to know. It may not bother you. It bothers me a little bit. Enough to make a video. All right, so I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna try to be quick. Hopefully it's not a long video. And just watch to the end. All right. So this is an Optimum modem. This is an Optimum Wi-Fi router. Optimum charges you to lease the modem, where back a few years ago, they used to charge you to lease the wireless router. You see, the modem is needed for the internet. If you want to get Optimum internet, you need the modem. This is you pay for the internet and they provide the modem. So, and this was back in the day, the modem was free. And if you wanted to get their wireless router, that was additional lease fee to rent it. But they switched it up. Now you're renting this, but they're giving you this for free. Let me tell you why they're doing that. The reason why they're doing that is because if you notice, there's been Optimum Wi-Fi hotspots, and they get them from businesses. You see it in populated areas, but then you go to residential areas, you see it too. This is why. Whether it's an apartment building, suburban area, if you see Optimum Wi-Fi spot, you're using someone's Wi-Fi router that's an Optimum customer, and it's legal. Optimum actually wants this. I don't know the text of it. I'm not sure if there's two separate antennas that connect to the same modem, but this modem is providing my Wi-Fi along with the Optimum Wi-Fi. So if you see Optimum Wi-Fi, full bars. So what that's saying, that is saying that if you was to switch the wireless router out, that Optimum Wi-Fi won't be available. You just have your home network internet that the modem is providing. That's why they're charging a modem fee instead of the wireless router fee, because most people like me is going to want to switch this out and get my own wireless router. You could get one for like, I don't know how cheap they go. I'm guessing like 20 to $100, even more, maybe even less. But if however, this, you can't just buy this in a Best Buy or online. I mean, you may, but the only place I found it was at their website, Surfboard, I believe it was. And it was $100. Where if I wanted to switch this out, I could get it really cheap or get a nice good one. Spend $100 or more and get a nice good one. But they vary. I mean, you could get a decent one for $50. But now you're gonna be forced to pay $100, and this is no good. If you want to switch providers, this is useless. This is only gonna work for Optimum. So when you replace the regular one that doesn't say Optimum, you can still use for Optimum and avoid the modem fee. But if you ever switch service providers, it's not gonna be good. Whereas if you buy a wireless router on your own, you can still use it. You can buy any wireless router. It doesn't have to be a particular model modem. If you buy a wireless router, it could be anyone, and you could take it with you to any provider. So I'm trying to understand why they did this, and the reason why is because Optimum doesn't want people switching out their wireless router. They want to give you this for free so you can keep it and not switch it out, so they can still provide Optimum Wi-Fi to you and to any other Optimum customer for free. So they're making you switch this out to avoid the modem fee. So like that, they can still keep the Optimum Wi-Fi spread out in areas. Which I get it, it's convenient. If you're an Optimum customer, you would like to be able to free and legally connect to someone's router using the Optimum Wi-Fi option. As long as you have a username and ID, you need to verify that you're Optimum customer. Which I get it, it's cool. But the problem I have with this, being that it's my home network, is that I have two questions and concerns. One, if I get multiple people connected to this router, would it use less bandwidth? Would it slow down the speeds? And two, security. Are they able to hack into it because they're connected to the same hardware? Now, I'm not a technician, so I don't know the answers to these questions, but those are concerns. So, for my sake, and I'm sure, again, I don't know the answer, but I'm sure is using bandwidth, so your connection won't be as strong. So, for my sake, I'm going to switch this out. I'm going to get another one. You could get one for $50. You could get a nice one for $100 or more. But I'm going to switch this out for that reason. I want to have full bandwidth without any interference, and I don't want anybody else connected to it. This, I don't know what the modem fee is now. I want to say $5-10 a month, but I'm going to switch it out. I'll pay the cost up front to get a new modem, but a little over a year, it'll pay for itself. Again, if I ever switch service provider, it's going to be useless, but I'll eat the cost up front, and then a few years, it'll pay for itself, and I'll actually save the money once it's paid for itself. So that's the only reason why I'm switching this out. But I'm switching this out for obvious reasons. I don't want any. First of all, I would like a smaller. I mean, this is really big. It's thin but big. So I'm gonna switch it out to have something more compact, and I'll have full bandwidth along with that little privacy concern that I have. If I was to disconnect this right now, the optimum Wi-Fi will disappear. So I did it. I checked. I don't want to unplug it now, but I checked it, and you're gonna see that. And I called them up, and they are saying that this modem is provided, and that's the only reason why I know. And it's just, I don't know. It sucks, but if you want to have full bandwidth and not worry about anybody else connected to your hardware, just switch out the router. They're not going to reimburse you for it because the modem fee is for this, not the wireless router. But that's for that. Now, if you want to save the money, like me, in the long run, and just, buy your own. It'll pay for itself, maybe a year or two, the most. But then after that, you'll save the $5 or $10, whatever it is, a month on the rental lease fee. If you know anyone that has these concerns, or just share the video, maybe Optimum will watch it and reconsider their tactics. Probably not, but hit the thumbs up if you appreciate this video and the time I took to make it. Because I wasn't going to make it, but I said, I'm sure there's other people like me out there who were curious on how it works. And that's basically the fundamentals of what's going on. That why you see optimal Wi-Fi. You are connecting to people's homes. They're not magically installing or installing antennas all around different areas of where you at just to give you this optimal Wi-Fi. They are using people's routers, and it's their router, but they lending it to you for free, and that's the catch. You have to have Wi-Fi that other customers could connect to, and you might have a little bit of a slow bandwidth, but I don't like that. And if everybody thinks like me in every place, then they wouldn't have that much Wi-Fi hotspots. Again, I get it. I get it. It's supposed to be convenient. If you're a customer, especially, it's like one hand washes another, But I just don't like the fact that it's going to slow my bandwidth. Because even if no one's connected, I don't know how this works. Again, if you're a technician, you should know. But even if no one's connected to it, it's still providing two, antennas. One providing for Optimum, one for yours. And that's taking two signals, which is weakening if opposed to it be one signal giving you your home wireless service. I don't know. Again, this is just my assumption. So for that reason, I don't mind sharing, but for that reason alone, I want my full bandwidth. I think I'm gonna switch it and just buy one that's that I always take with me if I do decide to switch. When I have Verizon and I noticed the bandwidth is pretty good. There's a lot of times where I notice it's not as strong of a connection, or not the connection, but the speeds or the bandwidth, and it's not the speeds that I got because it's approximately the same speeds that I have with Verizon, but yeah, I don't know. That's probably it. It's probably using less. It probably has less bandwidth because it's connecting to two different antennas. I don't know. If you're a technician, just write in the comments. All right. Well, this is my video. I'm talking too much. Mouth is dry. If you appreciate this, again, hit the thumbs up, share the video, and if you know the answer to the questions, leave in the comments and let me know what you think. All right. Take care.